So the name of the podcast is Vedge Your Best, not Veg the Best, your best. There's no comparison. There's no the best. There's no contest implied. Not here. Not with me. Did you ever see the Simpsons episode where one of the characters identifies as a level 5 vegan? Level 5. Level 5 vegan meaning that he refuses to eat anything that casts a shadow. So that's intense. But in the world I live in as a practicing vegan, this is not a competition. There's nothing to win here. There's no superiority. There are no levels of veganism, at least not in my mind. There are just people who are thinking about limiting or eliminating the consumption of animal products. And we each do it in the best way for us, for ourselves as individuals. Many of us think it's impossible at the beginning, or really, really, really hard until we get started. That's why I do this work. Encouraging you to move away from animal products and towards a plant-based lifestyle in the way that works best for you. I want you to veg your best. And if you are someone who is already a practicing vegan, I encourage you to take on your next big goal in the same way. There's no level 5. There's no competition or prize. There is no there. There's no GPS voice saying, you have arrived. That's because you've already arrived. You arrived the day you were born. Now, since you're here, you get to decide. What is it you do want? Hello, Vedge Heads and Vedge Your Besties. Welcome back to Vedge Your Best, the plant-based podcast. My name's Michele Olander. I'm a certified life coach, a practicing vegan, and I'm here every week to encourage you to eat more plants and to set an impossible goal, whatever that is for you. Today, episode 46. You have arrived. Welcome. Welcome. You have all arrived at this podcast from any number of different directions, and you're all welcome. A good number of you listen because you are somewhere on the spectrum of leaning into or open to or actively working towards limiting or eliminating the consumption of animal products. Some of you are practicing vegans looking to tackle your next big goal. And some of you, I hear, are not even all that veg focused, but you are using the ideas and the life coaching tools and the concepts I use and teach here towards your specific goals. So we've all arrived together, and today we are going to talk a bit about the arrival fallacy. The arrival fallacy is this illusion that once we make it, once we attain our goal or reach our destination or get the degree or become a level 5 vegan or a black belt or publish a book or make $1 million, once we attain our goal, that we will reach some lasting happiness. And this idea was developed and named by Tal Ben-Shahar, who's a Harvard-trained positive psychology expert. And when my clients come to work with me, they usually have a goal of some sort, especially with new clients. And I think a goal is important. It's important to keep us oriented towards something. Having a goal can be an anchoring device, a lens with which to develop the new skills and to see our thoughts and gain awareness. It's essentially a navigational aid. And I think my clients learn to manage their thoughts and use the tools best when they're being incorporated into their lives while tackling a goal of some sort. And that goal can be as big and specific or as subtle a distinction as they want. But I really suggest that it be something they want. Something really personal that they want. Does anything come up for you? Something you want? As much as I love setting goals and helping my clients and you, my Vedge Your Best listeners, to set goals, the arrival fallacy reminds us that achievement, that hitting your goals, that's not what will make you happy. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, sometimes really, really fun. But if you're human, and most of you are, you'll hit that goal and there will just be another goal or another standard or a level or a skill that you want. It could be something you never even knew about before because you can't see it now. You couldn't see it from where you were when you started. And one of the other human things is that when we can't see what we can't see, well, it's confusing, right? A client reaches her goal and it barely even registers sometimes because their vision keeps moving forward. Sometimes my clients forget to even tell me because they're thinking about the next level now. That's the arrival fallacy. So some of you may be wondering, okay, well, why even take on a goal? Why even try to get stronger or lose weight or eat whole food plant-based or start a vegan business? Or why shoot for any goal? Why? Why have a goal if reaching it isn't going to make me happy? And the answer is because you're human and alive and you want to. That's the best reason of all, because you want to. And did you know you get to be happy now? You get to be proud now. You get to be excited now while you're just setting and working towards that goal. If there's a secret to goals, to attaining goals, it's that being excited and proud and happy right now is possible. Excited and proud and happy while you're just thinking about the goal. Excited and proud and happy while you're setting the goal. Excited and proud and happy while you're getting coached and while you're noticing what's hard and what's in the way and why you haven't done it before. You don't need to arrive at your goal to feel delighted, to feel like this is the best opportunity ever. Achievements come with consequences we may not even see coming. And the tendency to fixate only on the upside of our goals or the part we have never been able to reach or the part that someone else has, that's called focalism. Our tendency to focus on a certain situation or circumstance that we don't have. But after a certain level of financial and material comfort, the number one predictor of happiness is the quality time we spend with people we care about and who care about us. In other words, our relationships. And those relationships, they include maybe the most important one of all, the relationship we have with ourselves. Goal setting is all about the relationship we have with ourselves, the trust we have in ourselves, the story we tell ourselves about why we have what we have and why we don't have what we don't. If there's something you have always wanted, or there's something you want right now, you've got a story. You have a thought about why you don't have it now. And working with a coach is one of the fastest ways to work on those goals and at the same time keep reminding yourself that you have arrived. You have. If there is something you want that you don't have now, I'd like you to try on the thought that it might not be a bad thing. I would like to help you tell yourself a different story. Wanting something you don't have yet means you're alive. And the privilege of being alive with a human brain is we can imagine things that don't exist yet. We can dream things. We can want things we don't have. And we can love that about ourselves. We can be so proud of our ability to take on a new way of seeing ourselves, seeing the world and seeing ourselves in the world. The minute you set a goal, I encourage you to spend lots of time loving exactly where you are. Just like if you were watching a toddler learning to climb stairs, or a first grader learning to read, or a middle schooler learning to sail, or a new parent learning to swaddle and comfort a newborn, or an adult learning to walk again after an accident. Right? Those are all beautiful places to be and to witness. Human beings being fully human and wanting something, not knowing exactly how yet. If you have a new goal, you are en route to a new skill, to a new achievement and a new practice and a new story about yourself. And like it or not, the journey is the destination. There is no there, and you have arrived. No matter what story you have about the past or why you should already be somewhere else, I'm urging you to put that story over to the side. You don't need to argue with it or give it up. Just put that story of what's wrong with you over on the side. And get excited that there's something you want to do. Whatever the goal, you get to be proud and happy and excited all along the way. And don't worry, you are going to fail. If this is a goal really worthy of you taking it on, you'll fail probably a bunch of times. Maybe. Failure's no reason not to do it. So remember, the arrival fallacy is that there is anywhere to arrive. You are right where you need to be. And things get so much clearer the minute you make friends with that idea. Now, some of you don't really believe that you have control over your thoughts or the stories that you tell yourself. And you don't really believe that those thoughts really matter. And you know what? That's okay. You don't have to 100% believe for it to work. But if you would like some one-on-one coaching to support your next goal, you can book yourself directly into my schedule through my website, or email me or message me, Instagram, Facebook, I'm everywhere. And we'll find time for a free coaching call. All the links are in the show notes. Vedge Your Best podcast production, music, and editing by Charlie Weinshank. Thanks, Charlie. Before you go, it would mean so much to me and the Vedge Your Best team if you would hit subscribe, leave us a 5-star review, or share with someone you think might be interested. Something about algorithms, it helps bump us up a little in the rankings, and that's the best way to help others find the podcast and for us to find our audience. So, until next week, make it easy and veg your best.